Charisma. When you talk, when you speak, people should listen to you. What's the number one fear in the world? Not the fear of dying. What's the number one fear in the world? Come on. Failure? Fine, okay. The number one fear in the world is the fear of dying, not the fear of dying. The number one fear in the world is the fear of talking in public. Because you're scared people will judge you. But if you're at complete peace with yourself, which is not easy as we think it is, and if you have life experience to go back to, you can deal with anything. EQ. I just did a TED talk recently on why EQ and storytelling are the superpowers of the 21st century. And if you look around you, EQ is going to be really important. I fail to understand why schools have not given it that much importance. I fail to understand why animals are not allowed inside schools. You know, Mahatma Gandhi ji had famously said, a nation is not a nation until you don't take care of the animals. He was, whether you like him or not, he was way ahead of his time. He used the power of non-violence to get what we had today, right? Whether you worked or not didn't work, that's a different thing. But that's what great leaders do. That's what each one of you can do. Each one of you out there, if you can work on your core strengths. I'm not talking about learning something new, because YouTube is there. You can pick up anything you want, don't worry. YouTube, you can pick up anything. You can learn coding, you can learn networking, you can learn everything, but it all boils down to you. It all boils down to how long can you be away from the FOMO of missing your phone. Are you game for that? No phones, no selfies, no stories, just one-to-one interaction with your friends, colleagues, teachers, with your subjects, with your books. When you talk about books also, for example, the art of listening is also about the art of reading, you know. You should read everything and anything you find around you. I've read everything from Tintin. Everybody's heard of Tintin? Tintin is a very, very popular reporter. And this was in World War II. They made a comic called Tintin series. And there was Captain Haddock. And Tintin had this dog with him. That's where I think the dog concept came into my head. And he was an adventurer at heart. Somewhere we are all adventurers, no? But that we're all very curious. Somewhere we all want to strive for happiness. But something is stopping us. Something is not letting us go the next step. You know, as an entertainer, as an improv artist, as an actor, I want to break the fourth wall all the time. When I'm saying break the fourth wall, if you look at web series around you, where you have the lead character talking to the audience directly, that web series always does well. Because the audience feels, my God, this person's just like me. And that's what EQ is all about. EQ is all about how much can you relate to a person. Arey, iske saath bhi hua, mere saath bhi hua hai. Arey, oh, this guy has also got stuck in traffic. I've also got stuck in traffic. Oh, this person has watched Sholay a number of times. Oh yes, even I have done that. Oh, this is what he likes. He or she likes to eat bhelpuri on a rainy day. Yes. This one is in love with his dog. And by the way, dogs and cat videos are the most popular videos on YouTube. If you notice, if you want to get more views, just put dogs and cat videos, because dogs are ready for any video you send them. But you have to be very patient with them also. Now, as we talk about dogs and as we talk about cats, any idea what is the name of the dog which went to outer space? And it also boils down to the fact that, genius is not a guarantee for wisdom. If you look around you, we end up comparing ourselves to each other. Don't do that. Don't compare yourselves to each other, because everybody has got a journey of their own. Everybody has got a journey of their own. Everybody is special. And that's what makes us dynamic. That's what makes us stand out. If we start comparing ourselves to each other, we'll always be playing a game. Where we are constantly following or leading. It's like a game. And you don't want to do that to yourself, because if you do that, you'll only end up in trouble. So I would suggest, be your own best friend. Be your own competition. Be the best version of yourself every single day, every single moment, every single second. It's not so tough. Be grateful for the life you have around you, because I believe, I'm lucky, I'm fortunate to talk to you at this point in time, at this beautiful college, which has got such a lovely legacy. I don't know if you know this, but BMS College started in the year 1946, much before India got independence. Isn't that special? So you're a part of something really big, a big legacy around you. And that's what great teams do. That's what great athletes do. That's what great families do. They build a great culture. Why is CSK winning everything? Why? It's a team of also rans. Everybody looks old. Everybody looks and talks like Dhoni, right? It's a boring team. It's not flamboyant like RCB. But CSK wins. Why? Because the culture is very strong if you look closely. Let's use Dhoni as an example of EQ. Okay? All of you have seen the video of Dhoni celebrating his birthday with his dogs. There was another video of Dhoni where his garage of bikes was shown. And he was visibly embarrassed when it was shown because I think Venkatesh Prasad was showing it and he didn't know how to react to it. That's Dhoni for you. He's an enigma. My point is, he's the best example of EQ. He's the best example of leadership. He does not believe in talking, he believes in executing. Dhoni is not from Chennai, Dhoni is from up north, Bihar. They made him his own. Why? Because he has created the right culture. His team has started winning. So winning is a habit. Winning is a habit. Like I say, you don't win the silver, you lose the gold. You have to win. There's no denying it. You have to win. You have to be aspirational. There are no off days in this world, okay? There are no free lunches. Let me be clear. Whoever's giving gyan to you is charging a price for it. Why? Because winning is a habit. And no top leader will ever tell you why he is winning, he or she is winning. Because that's a secret. What is the secret behind winning? Nobody will tell you. But the secret to that is very simple. Your storytelling skills. If your stories are not impactful, nobody will listen to you. As simple as that. If you are not connected, if your core is not strong, my core, I come from a very honest and authentic place. I don't want to hide anything from you. For other people, being simple is being very complicated. That's where your apps come in and put all those filters for you, right? They put those filters and you get used to those filters because it makes you look better. But why? If you can be your honest and authentic self and that smile is the most natural thing, why do you worry about it? But it's very tough to be honest, by the way. It is very, very, very tough to be simple. Because life gets very complicated as you move in the corporate career. In terms of values, in terms of working in a team. So I would suggest when you're working in a team, when you're working in a company, you have to focus on being a part of the team, being collaborative, trying to understand what the team wants, understand the strengths and the weakness of the team. And no team is perfect. Every team is like a family, right? You have to collaborate, you have to use your networking skills. Your storytelling skills should be on point. Today if I call one of you and tell them, you please come on stage and tell me your story. Are you game for it? I don't know. I am talking to you from a point that I have had life experiences. I have traveled. Simple question for all of you. What is important for you? The journey, the destination, or the company? Adarsh, what is important for you? The journey, destination, or company? Or the camera? All. Journey, destination, or company? Think about it, okay? This is a trick question. It's not as simple as you think it is. The journey, the destination, or the company? Journey? The gentleman who introduced me, what do you think?
So it's the journey.
The journey, okay. Destination? Company is not important. What about those wanderlust trips and all you want to make to Khatungla Pass, Kulu Manali? Instagram is showing you, come, we'll make a trip together. What about all those trips? That is your apps for you. So see, it changes as per the situation. Your journey, your destination, your company changes as per the situation. It's never a right or wrong answer. There's a book called The Fountainhead. There's a book called The Fountainhead written by Ayn Rand. It's about this very ambitious architect. I read that when I was around 12 to 13 years of age. And I read that again when I was 18 years old, then 20 years old, then 40 years old, and 45 years old. Your concept of the book changes over a period of time. Your fundamentals of life change. Life, what it was at 12 years old, changes when you're 15 years old, 18 years old. It changes completely. And sometimes books take you to that situation. Books can take you to the imaginative world. So I would recommend all of you to start reading more books. Read books like The Art of War. It's written by this gentleman called Sun Tzu. He was a Chinese scholar. The Art of War is what happened post the pandemic. The Art of War. Okay? Read books like The Fountainhead. If you want to take a note, please take a note. These are some books I would really recommend to all of you. The Art of War, The Fountainhead. Read any book which is written by Sudha Murthy because her books are so simple and so easy to understand. By the way, Sudha Murthy is one of the highest, her books are read around the world, largest selling books, Sudha Murthy. And I feel, leadership is not just about doing the things. Leadership is about comfortably talking about your failures. Can I ask all of you, are you living your dreams right now? You're all young, aspirational, passionate people. Right? Are you living your dreams right now? Tell me. I'm making all of you think a lot. Either I'm making all of you think a lot or it's going over the head. Am I making sense? Well, I'm just being honest. So I'm not giving you any gyan here. I'm not here to give you gyan because I think all of you are very intelligent. It goes without saying. But I come with a little more life experience because I'm slightly older or kuch nahi hai. But I find one leader who's quite special. One leader who's got all the money in the world but does something really special. His name is Ratan Tata. He's a little old now, he's around more than 80 plus. He always has a person with him who's handling his work, a young man. Ratan Tata does a lot of work for dogs. He's got very high EQ. And the Tata Group is known for this. That's one businessman who really stands out, right? But how many can we have like this? How many do we have? For example, if you look at world leaders around you, for example, if you look at somebody like a Nelson Mandela, somebody like Barack Obama, great speaker. You know that one speech which changed his entire history was when he bid for elections. One speech, if you Google that, you'll get his speech. He spoke about the magic power of speaking. And now his wife is also standing for elections. But Barack Obama is a great speaker, very charismatic person. Don't go by what you see. Try to always connect the dots. Because you are young, you're aspirational, you're passionate, you're creative. You can think faster than others. That comes with age. Right? Don't just assume what the media shows you. Don't just assume what the pink papers show you. Right? So even tomorrow when you're working in a team, when you're working in a company, there are certain values every organization has, the ethos that the organization has. Try to understand those values and the core skills which will always happen in any organization, which will make you stand out. And you can, file a lawsuit against me if you want to. It's going to be storytelling. It's going to be EQ. It's going to be your emotional quotient. How well do you connect with others? How well do you want to make a difference to your life and the lives of others? If you can do that, you're a born leader. Otherwise, you will just be doing like what every normal Tom, Dick and Harry is doing. Or as Deepika Padukone famously said, my life, my rules. Let's not just make it like an interesting caption. It should be something which you all live by it also. My life, my rules. Where you are collaborative, where you have high degree EQ, where your storytelling skills are the best. Because if your storytelling skills are not the best, and I keep repeating it again and again, you will not survive in this world. And the first step towards understanding that is taking action, taking accountability, taking responsibility for what you've done so far. My objective is to tell you that there's a journey, there is a destination, there's a company. It's what you take at the end of the day that matters. You decide what you want to do. Whether your journey is important, you can do the journey alone. You can be your own best friend. Don't be bothered about what people think. Oh, I need to have a friend at the age of 25. No, society says that. You don't need to. You can be comfortable in your own company also. At the end of the day, we're all going to be dying alone, okay? Let's be clear. We're all going to be dying alone. Nobody's going to be coming and telling us, मैं तक सच जाऊंगा. ऐसा होने वाला नहीं है. We will all live alone and die alone. Let's be clear about it. What happens in between is very important, those special moments. So try to gather those special moments, make memories out of it, make life experiences out of it, and use those life experiences when you're creating a product, making a product, being an entrepreneur, working in a company, because all the skills are very special. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much, people. My name is Shekhar Vijay, and it was so nice to listen to you, talk to you. If you have any questions, you can ask me. I would be more than willing to answer if you have any questions.
Hello ma'am, so what do you liked in Shekhar Vijay's session?
He shared his life experience and all, which really inspired us.
What are the 3 things you took away from this session?
That we want to explore more, travel more, and we don't want to miss any chance we get in our life.
Thank you. All the best for you.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What's your name?
So myself Vishal.
So what do you learn from Shekhar Vijay and how was the session?
So the session was completely outstanding and I love it the most. And he's one of the best motivator I've ever He's the man. So, I was just saying, sir. I was just describing him, but he was the best.
Thank you.